Welcome back. Did you miss me? Listen, I can't even lie. I definitely missed you guys. Who is on here? Who is on live? Who is tuned in? Listen, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. We are back like we never left. This is the 3D show. Remember, your decision determines your destiny. And this is how we do it here. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It's been how long? Like over a year now? Listen, let's catch up. Comment down in the comment section what you missed about the show, what you're looking forward to most in this new coming season, and what you think I've been up to. I haven't been that active on social media, so I would love to see how many people actually keep up with me. Of course, I'll let you know what I have been up to. As you can see, the girl is looking fresh as ever. This is the face of a whole mother of twins. Yes, that's right. Whilst I've been off, the reason why I've been off is because I've been busy making babies. Yes. Oh, that rhymed. Did you catch that? Yes. So welcome back to the show. We have great and amazing things in store for this season. I can't wait. One of the first things, one of the first changes, one of the first surprises, one of the first enhancements, add-ons, additions that we've got is actually in the studio with us today. So let's take a quick break. When we come back, I will let you know what that surprise is. See ya!
If you are so for baby no for kana so man hwa wo de bo pay man wo na kan hu say wo do to abro so wo ton yem ansa nya duma no enidi ITS Pro Center me de me fan 80s Pro aye say bia ya tete nkrofo ya ma SIA license na betimi de euro security na wo de akopa adwuma wo hwe se de na nkofo adwuma sai na wonya adwuma ba bia me kan fama wo aye ITS Pro Center what any betimi amount tete na on ka certificate enti adati na esa wo tena na aka chem se wonya adwuma ye ITS Pro Training Center no anya SIA nkwa na ye o ye CSCS card so aka ho CSCS card so no just one day training pep na wo wie so a unsa besa ka ho health and safety certificate so enti what why dey enti hwankrofo agira hoi omo wie omo training omo akwakwo sha adwuma se wo site enti me nua me kana fo moti wo ye dey enne ya wate me kai bomodia na frey awasa numbers we so Bomadi na free ya ITS Pro Training Center. Enti am fa wo say wo ye oba. Mo so betimi awura construction na security. Enti wo de frey na ye ka wo kasa. Ye sa te wo kasa nso. Training center we. Na sa hwe training center we. Tu ya wo sa be ka certificate na wo de ko yi adwuma.
Hi guys, welcome back. Listen, I'm so excited. I just keep repeating myself. So you just have to, just deal with it. By the time we come back next week, I'll be more chilled because then we've gotten acquainted again. You get me? Okay. So this is the surprise that I have for you. How do I say this? So one of the biggest changes to the show this season is that we're going to have a co-host. Yes. The show is growing, the platform is growing, so why not share it? And I'm not even sharing it. I'm here to learn from this person. You get me? Because they have been in the industry for, I want to say 10 years, but maybe I'm exaggerating. We will find out very, very soon. But they've been in the industry. They've been, moving and shaking in Ghana. Now they're in the UK. So why not have them join us so, we can grow this show and this platform together. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, meet your new co-host of the 3D show, Caleb Ni Boye.
Hi, Lisa.
Did I say it right?
No.
Well,
Caleb Ni Boy.
Well, I think Ni Boye sounds wrong.
No. There's the E after the Y is very silent. So.
Caleb Ni Boy.
Ni Boy. That's what
Ni Boy.
Do you know John Boy?
No.
Oh, that gentleman who played for the Black Stars.
Oh, I know nothing about football.
You don't know who? Oh.
I just know Abedi Pele. That's all I know. I know Abedi Pele. I know who's that boxer guy? Nelson.
Azuma.
Yes, like these are about the only sports people I know in Ghana.
I see.
So please forgive me, guys. But yeah, that's why we have Caleb Nee Boy. I'll just stick to Caleb.
Yeah,
so
that's fine.
I'm quite excited because now the introduction of the show will be, hi guys, welcome to the 3D show with myself, Desire, and...
Hi, my name is Caleb Niwa. From now for the next 13 seasons, I'm going to be with you on this show. It feels good to be here. First time doing TV right here in the UK. Let's chill.
So guys, today we're just gonna be spending time getting to know our co-host, what he's done before joining us, and what even made him join us in the first place. So we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we will definitely delve into getting to know Mr. Caleb Nee Boye. See you soon.
If you are so for baby no for kana so man hwa wo de bo pay man wo na kan hu say wo di otu abro so wo ton yem ansa anya aduma no enidi ITS Pro Center me de me fan it is pro aye say bia ya tete nkrofo ye ma SIA license na betimi de euro security na wo de akopa aduma wo hwe say de na nkrofo aduma sai na wo nya aduma ba bia me kan fama wo aye ITS Pro Center. And what any better amount here? Not on Zaka certificate. It's other thing as I was trying to catch up so near you. ITL Pro Training Center. No. And yet, as I inquire you, yes, CSCS card, so I can't. CSCS card, so I just 1 day training pep. Now, we also on Sabasaka health and safety certificate, so and do it why day. And if you're going for a Jerry, I'm a young training. Omo akwa share adwuma se o site etimi no me for muti wo ye den enne ya wate me kan bomodia na frey awa sa numbers we so bomodia na frey ne ya.
Hey, welcome back once again. You are tuned in to the 3D show with myself, Desire, and
Caleb Nee Boy.
yes. Just before the show, we introduced to you our co-host for this season. I'm so excited because, like, why not? Sometimes I can just talk. Sometimes it's just better to get a male perspective on certain topics and just keep the topics and the show and the discussions, alive and kicking. But for today, like I said, we're just getting to know Mr. Nee Boye better. So let's delve right into it. Welcome.
Thank you for having me here.
So what made you come to London? Because we're all trying to get to Ghana, and then you decide to come here.
Well, life changes. I sort of don't have reasons, but I think it's actually the doing of the Lord. This is something I've actually dreamt about some few years ago. But I got to London, knock on somebody's door, they opened it, and I just got in. I just woke up from my sleep. So when it happened, I was like, well, sometimes dreams work.
You just have to make the move.
Yeah, exactly.
Take the step.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, please, this guy has been my friend for a while. I didn't know that he was a man of faith like this. So we are learning. We are learning.
I'm a Christian.
No, I said man of faith.
Yeah, yes. So
you can be a Christian and
I believe in everything.
Everything?
Yeah, everything.
Hey.
Listen.
Are you sure?
I can get out of the church.
Uh-huh.
When you call me and tell me, hey, we have to go to the shrine and do this or that, I'm gonna go.
God forbid.
Why?
Shrine, Ken.
Yeah. Give what belongs to God to God. What's to Caesar to Caesar.
Listen, this is what you've got in store for the next for this season. Because why is my co-host going to give what to which shrine? Caleb, let's talk. Shrine.
What's the big deal?
What's the big deal?
Yeah.
What is your business at the shrine?
Listen, I didn't say I'm going there. I said if I get back from church and you call me and say, hey, we have to get to the shrine and do this, that, I'm gonna go. You just sway, me sway. No, I'm not swaying. I'm just giving what belongs to, my ancestors. I'm giving them back.
So you have something to give to the shrine.
See, you have to understand that you have people. I mean, people came to this world before you did, and
But wait, hold on. When you say our ancestors,
Yeah.
and then you say the shrine, in my head they're two different things.
well, maybe.
Because I believe like very much in our ancestors,
Mhm.
and I believe what they believed was the foundation of what Christianity is. They just didn't have the Bible.
These are.
But
Do
the
you pour
shrine,
libation? No, come. Do you pour libation?
no, because I don't understand it.
You don't understand it.
No.
I do. So I can easily do it when the needs arise.
So yeah, but you know when you say shrine, my mind just goes to like juju and Nigerian movies and stuff like that. Like you're gonna sacrifice somebody. So let's just make that distinction.
It's fine.
Yeah. So Caleb is not sacrificing anybody this season on the 3D show. What he's talking about is just paying respect and pouring libation to our
basically.
ancestors.
Yeah.
So you believe in our local ancestors,
I do.
which I think I feel like I do as well. Yeah, but I mean definitely not the Nigerian juju stuff. So okay, I'm learning a lot. Interesting. So far he had a dream and he decided to take a bold step by acting on it, and he's found himself in London. Let's go back to Ghana, because I know you in radio. I know you. I know the most work you've done in the industry has been on radio. You were a producer for Bolore show. Is that EIB?
Yeah, EIB.
And then you were at Star FM as well.
Yeah, same business.
Oh, okay. And then you were acting at some point.
Before radio.
And then you do event hosting.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
I mean, he definitely brings the Ghana flavor to it. I've seen him
Apart from money, what do you consider in accepting to be an ambassador for a brand?
Because then you open other doors. People will get to know how you work when you've been made an ambassador. That's basically why I accept.
And also, do you consider the brand itself as in some, or let me put the question this way. Do you use the...
It's like you've prepared for me. Relax. Now I'm nervous.
Oh, no, relax. No.
It's like I'm in a courtroom or something. I put it to you.
Oh, no.
So,
Okay.
Like, how did you get into all of that? Did you study that in school?
Oh, so... Acting, yes, from basic school. I was doing bits and pieces here and there in school, and then eventually I got to Accra Academy. So I would say everything actually.
Hey, I know something. Accra.
Blow. Yeah. So everything actually took off at Accra Academy, and I remember I was elected deputy coordinator for the Accra Academy Drama Club. So I did about 2 plays, and then when it was time to go to the uni, that was where the issue actually came up. I wanted to do fine art at the University of Ghana. Okay. My father also thought otherwise. He wanted me to go to school to go study accounting, be adding zeros, taking zeros here and there. Yes,
as they all do.
Yeah, so it brought a little bit of conflict at home. In fact, he said, okay, if you want to go do fine arts, you can go. Go and pay your fees and go. And that was it. So, but it took
go and pay your fees.
Yeah.
So you had to take responsibility for
exactly.
He wasn't going to pay.
No.
And he didn't?
No. This is what I'm coming. So it took an uncle to convince me to go to school and study the accountancy for him. So I enrolled to school to study accountancy for my father. But guess what? Even when I enrolled to school to do that, the acting came my way again.
Naturally.
And then I always say thank you to this guy. It's not a guy. I think about 3 people. Tickles. I think you should know him. He was once at OKFM. He's late now. Your favorite MC's MC. Yeah, I think he died like 4 years ago during the
rest in peace.
COVID period.
Oh,
yeah. So Tickles, and then one Sticks, and then Collins. Collins was actually the director for the group I joined, literary group. So he had so much confidence in me that he would reserve scripts for me. These are I can be away. I can come to school today. Give me the script. I'll work on the script today. Tomorrow, I'm on stage working on it, and like that was how Collins rated me high. But at a point, we felt we had grown horns, so we had to challenge them, and then they took their hands off.
Oh.
So things that started going down again. Somebody who was very known on campus at the time. Now everything just went off. So, and then, well, an opportunity came for me to go to Nigeria for the next movie star reality show.
I didn't know you did a reality show.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that was in 2013. So I auditioned for it.
Hey, I was in Nigeria at that time.
2013.
Yeah, I was living in Abuja.
Okay. So the show was in Lagos and then Akute. So we stayed in Lagos for about 3 weeks. Then we moved to Akute for the whole time of the show, and then we moved back to Lagos, prepared, and then we came back to Ghana. So
wow. So we were in
actually the same country.
the same country. Wait, but how did we meet?
I think we met on Facebook. And then I remember...
Oh, when I was trending.
I think I remember you did this event at East Legon, this meet and greet thing at East Legon.
Yes.
And then you actually put me on. But the show didn't start on time.
Yes.
So I came, I saw it for just like an hour and a half, and I left.
I remember.
Because in as much as I lived in Ghana, I didn't play with the Ghana
time. Yes. Actually, it's a funny story. Our car broke down. I remember this as clear as day. And the person I was with is now a multimillionaire.
Venti?
Who's got... No. We will talk but
so at least you have a fair idea that I know what exactly I'm talking about.
I remember that event very, very, very well. This was... Yeah, I remember it very, very well. Okay, anyways, we digress. Guys, let's go back. So you're now in Nigeria for the reality show.
Being in Nigeria, after the show, I was supposed to stay for like 3 months and do...
What's happened to the accountant at this point? Have you done it? Is your daddy happy?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't because I had paused on it. But you know that the amazing thing, whilst I was doing this accounting, but some of the plays I did in school that I had videos of it, I brought it home. I gave it to my stepmom, and my stepmom was watching at a point. And my father joined her. My stepmom said, "Hey, your father really liked what he did." And I said, "Really?" But till date, my father has never said to me that, "Hey, I enjoyed this." No, he never did. So, guess what? When I was preparing to leave to Nigeria, I needed money to buy equipment. I mean, stuff for the show. And my father still said he wasn't going to give me a passport because this is not what he wants me to do. And if I don't want to do it, then I'm on my own. So, in fact, I had to call my grandma, who is late now.
God rest her soul. We miss her from Facebook.
Yes. So it was my grandma who actually held me down, got me some money to buy whatever I needed, and then we had to go to Nigeria. But even going to Nigeria, there's actually a story for this Nigerian trip. I didn't have a passport.
But you want to go to a different country?
Yeah, I didn't have a passport. You know, sir, I'd gone for an audition and I have been selected. Now we were moving from our country to another country, but I didn't have a passport. And I'm told that
so what happened?
The initial plan is when they pick reps from that show, they have to fly them to Nigeria. Now, if you've known Martha Nkoma, you've known Lydia Forson, this is a show both of them actually participated in some years ago before I went. So
it's a real opportunity.
Yeah.
You can't afford to
listen,
miss.
Utiwa Chuku, the Nigerian actor.
Yeah.
That was the show. Toto Diki was on the show.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not like a child's play or something. So when it came out that I didn't have a passport, we need to find ways and means for me to go to Nigeria. And then it's okay. Then you guys should come by bus.
Okay.
So myself and then Belinda and then Moisha Budon.
Okay. Hey, did you guys ride from Circle? Because I've done this journey.
Yes.
Yes.
Right
Yeah, from
opposite
Circle.
Paloma Hotel.
I've actually done. The first time I went to Nigeria, I couldn't
Great.
find a flight.
So
yeah.
from Circle to Lagos, 14-hour journey.
Yeah.
And
It's quite fun though. Especially when you're with people you know.
Yeah, it was. And at a point, we got down. We had to go eat
Yeah.
at the Ghana Togo border.
Yes.
Then we did Togo Benin border, and then at the Benin Nigerian border, we were told like, listen, here it's crazy here. You guys can't come down, but you have to be in the car till you guys be able to cross to the border and enter Nigeria. Other than that, it's going to be a bit messy. So we were all scared in the bus till we crossed into Nigeria. We got into Nigeria, and I remember the first meal I had in Nigeria.
So you know where I got to when I went, I think the station in Nigeria, it was near the synagogue, you know, Pastor TB Joshua, like those times. This is way before 2013. But anyways, yes. So you're now in Nigeria.
Yeah, so I said, I remember the first meal I had, jollof rice, and it tasted so.
Niger Jollof. Listen, hold that thought. So, guys, if you're just tuning in, you're tuned into the 3D show with myself, Desire, and
Caleb.
Boye. Yes. So, I mean, Caleb is not our guest today. He's actually our co-host moving forward. And today's episode is just getting to know him, you know, some of the life lessons that he's had along the way, what he's learned. And I think so far it's been very interesting because there's been some, and I can see that we're going to have very impactful conversations on topics, you know, moving on from today. Because what you said that is so interesting and it's quite intriguing is the fact that, and I think is the plight of many African children, where you have a passion, you have a goal, you have a purpose, but you have to set that aside to live what your parents perhaps wanted to live but couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So how
for me it was tough, very, very tough, because not that I didn't even know what my father wanted me to do. Look, if you go back and check all the schools I've attended, if you check my results with maths, crazy. I was a very good math student, and my father actually invested because he knew that was what actually my stronghold. He invested in that. Is that when you come to my home on a weekend, like when I was in basic school.
What, are you the oldest?
Yeah, I'm actually my father's first.
I think I can get why.
If you come on a weekend, you know, we school Monday to Friday, and then on Saturday we go for extra classes in school. When I close and I come back home, I have 3 classes teachers who handle me at home.
So, okay.
One for maths, one for science, one for English.
How do you, no wonder you wanted to be an actor.
So the whole plan is he didn't want me to have the weekend space for myself to be moving around, playing here and there. So every weekend I was learning.
Do you reckon that's what put you off of the subject? Because there was just no room for you to breathe, or it was shoved down your throat, so to say.
Look, I
did you ever like it?
Maths? Yeah, I did. So to be frank, I loved maths. Maths was something that in class I needed just like little time to solve a whole maths question, and I didn't sweat, but I love entertainment. Like anybody who knows me from will tell you, I love to put smiles on the faces of people. And if I tell you how I landed my major acting shot at the National Theatre, you'll be surprised.
Well, let us know.
I don't know if you've ever heard of that. He's now late. They had come to my school. You know, there was this. I think this should be 2004.
So my next question was going to be, what was your breakout into the industry? Is this it?
Acting. So I, at a point, so when I go back from Nigeria, that was when I said, okay, let me just go in a bit harder. So I did a few films with.
You didn't win in Nigeria.
No. It was tough to win. Like, we were 19 housemates in Nigeria.
Okay.
Look.
What position did you come? Because I don't roll with losers.
No, I wasn't last. So what happened was there were 16 beds in the house.
Mm-hmm.
So it was more like Big Brother show.
Okay.
It wasn't like come and act and go, but we were in a house. We've been camped. You know what's happening outside. You're just living your world in that particular house.
Okay.
So like I said, 16 beds and we were 19.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 people were supposed to go home.
Like the first day?
Yes. And then
please don't tell me it was you.
no wait. And then the guy who trained us so we had a grooming process before the final selection into the house.
Okay.
The guy who trained us told the executive producer of the show that if you evict Caleb, I'll resign.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Because I was actually marked to be kicked out of the show.
Why?
So the executive producer of the show, he told me in the house.
Okay.
Not just me, but others, and they heard it. This is open secret to the 16 of us who were in the house at the time.
Mm-hmm.
He said that when we were picked from Ghana, myself and one other lady called Belinda, when the 2 of us were picked and our pictures were sent to him, he said, who are these guys? They are not good looking.
Oh right. So not like leading man,
Yes.
Ramsey Noah,
Good.
Majid,
So,
yeah.
the man and his team in Ghana picked 2 more people
From Ghana.
from Ghana, and we all went. In fact, 3 of us left Ghana the same day, and then 1 person joined us later. So the plan was myself and Belinda just go through the training process, then they will kick us out, and then the 2 people they brought
We'll go in the
will
house.
come and feel it, and they will go into the house. But God has His ways. So during the training process, we didn't go there to play. Myself and Belinda, we didn't play. We gave our all. Look, it got to a time. There was this song from South Africa. There was this lady who came to do this kind of choreography, and then they wanted somebody to lead the song. There were about 3 ladies amongst us who are natural singers. They sang very well and all that. They gave the song to all of them. They all couldn't lead the song. These are from nowhere. I don't know where the thing came. I just stood there and I just raised, and then the girl turns.
Please show us.
You come.
Please show us. What's the song?
Let me remember. Then the rest will
Then, like a chorus.
exactly. So they needed somebody to give that first line because it was very punchy. I think the song was made during the apartheid
Right.
time in SA. So
So it's quite spiritual.
Exactly.
Yeah.
and that was it. So the man actually had to put his job on the line to say, if you evict Caleb, I'm resigning.
Yeah.
So guess what the man did? Instead of the 16, he said this year he will do 19 housemates. But he has only 16 beds in his house. So what do? So Caleb and 2 other ladies were camped in a different room.
Okay.
And the 16 of them went into the main house
Okay.
for the show to start. So they were there having fun, and then after 4 days, there had to be eviction. They evicted 3, and they took us into the house.
Inside. Okay, so we've found out that not only can he act, I'm sure we're gonna find out he can dance as well, but he can also sing and lead a whole chorus. So you've been forced to do accounting, but even while studying, you've still pursued your acting career. You found yourself in Nigeria, all this drama, but you found your way through. You've gone through all of that. Now you've come back to Ghana. You didn't win the show.
I didn't win.
Then
so
how did you make that transition from there
in
into radio?
In Nigeria, I was given a task when I was in the house. There was a task I was given to act like a radio presenter, and I was given a topic to speak on. When I finished that task, the executive producer of the house came into the house and said, "How about consider radio when you go back to Ghana?"
Okay.
And I said, "Yeah, I'll try." So when the show ended, he had wanted me to stay in Nigeria for like 3 months to shoot, but I didn't prepare before coming to Nigeria for the show because money issues and all that. So I said, "Listen, I have to go back to Ghana, prepare very well, and come back." But from the way the man was doing, I said, like, when you go back,
that's it.
But I still insisted that I had to go. So he prepared for us, myself and the others from Ghana, and we all went back to Ghana. So on my way to Ghana, I was thinking, if I want to do radio, who do I look up to? So I think we got to the Accra Mall. By the time we got to Accra Mall, I'd listed Kwame Sefakai, Bolare, Chris Atto, because Chris at the time was on XFM.
Okay, yes, in Osu.
Yeah. So I think I had about 4 people, I recall. And then I had to take some of them out. Look, this person stuff. But I wanted to even have a blend of all 4 because Kwame has a stronghold. Bola same. Chris has got his stronghold too. So I wanted to have a blend of all 4. And then I now had to listen to them with rapt attention and not just listening to them because I'm listening to radio. So I now listen to radio as if I am in the studio with you. I get to see what you're doing.
Yeah.
So I only imagine the host behind the console pushing faders and talking whilst I listen to them with my whole heart. Along the line, I settled on Bolare.
Okay.
At the time, Bola was drive time goes on Joy FM. But I think 3 months along the line, I heard that Bolare has resigned from Joy FM. It's like, who? So who am I going to look up to again? Because Kwame is more of politics and then I'm not really into politics. And Chris at the time too had left XFM. God being so good, I woke up one morning and I heard Bola is going to start his own station.
I was telling a colleague at my office at that time, I said, look, I think how the lunch went this year should be the talk of town.
So let me see what will come out from that. So I started following them step by step, what they do, in as much as I hadn't been employed at the time.
Yeah.
But one Friday afternoon, I went to the West Hills Mall and I met one woman, Edem Naite. Edem Naite is now the programs manager of Joy FM.
Okay.
She was Bolare's producer when Bola was on the drive time on Joy.
Okay. Wait, hold that thought. Guys, the conversation is getting deep and I hope you're being inspired by Caleb's journey. If you're just tuning in, you're tuning in to the 3D show with myself, Desire and
Caleb Boye.
Yes. We're just getting to know Caleb today, learning about his story so far, his journey, how he's transitioned from, I guess, an aspiring accountant to pursuing an acting career, ending up in Nigeria, and then now finding his way back to Ghana and searching for a new passion, which is now radio. We're going to take a very quick break. When we come back, we will go back straight into the West Hills Mall where he's met Miss Edem Naite, who is going to play, I'm sure, a very vital role in where Caleb is today. So we'll be right back.
So for baby no for na so so man hwa wo de bopa e man wo na kan hu say wo de otu abro so wo tan yem ansa anya aduma no enidi ITS Pro Center me de me fan it is pro I just say bia ya tete nkrofo ya ma SIA license na bet me de security na wo de akopa aduma wo hwe se de na nkrofo aduma sai no wonya aduma ba bia me kan fama wo aye ITS Pro Center. And what any better amount here? Not on Saka certificate. Eti adatina esa wotra na aka cham se wonya adwuma ye. ITL Pro Training Center no. Anya SI nkwa na ye. Yes, CSCS card so I can't. CSCS card so no. Just 1 day training pep. Now we answer on Sabasa can health and safety certificate so. And do it why day. And if you are for a Jawi, or maybe on training. Aqua shag master site. It's been a make for. What why day. And then you want to make a Bomodia na fray. I was on a best way so. Bomodia na fray in the year. ITS Pro Training Center. And the found was over your bar. And so better me a rock construction and security.
Hi guys, welcome back to the show. If you're just joining, you're tuning in to the 3D show with myself, Desire, and
Caleb.
Can you tell I love doing that? I just love that introduction. So just before the break, we were just arriving in Ghana with Caleb and at the West Hills Mall where he's met Mrs. Edem 90,
yeah.
And she's gonna take him, I guess, into radio. So I know the story is long, but because I have more questions. He's trying to like get away because today they were mean this guy.
No.
Please, shorten the story so we can get to the nitty gritty.
Okay, so with Adam, I'd gone there to shop, and then I saw a Joy FM banner. They were having a show there. Lexus Bill was the host of the drive at the time, so I remember they were doing something like a competition of people who could sing songs from Kojo Entry.
Okay.
So I own up, and then one girl also joined. Look, before God and man, I think I won that competition.
But
it was given to the young lady.
Why?
Because
listen, Joy FM,
no,
don't do that to the co-host.
because see, I sang first verse, chorus, and I was getting into the second verse, and then they said, "Look, it's okay." But the young lady just picked up the second verse. She didn't even enter the chorus, and then Obia just then they gave it to her.
Oh,
but it didn't even like do me anything. I just accepted the second place and they gave me my prize. And then I told Adam that I want to do radio. And she looked at me. Then she gave me a card. Said, call me. So we spoke, and then one day Adam called and said, there's an opportunity at Joy FM. They usually open up their shows for outsiders to come and host the shows.
Okay.
So she wants me to come and try on the drive time for that day. And I said, hey, opportunity I've been one time. All the way from Kaswa. Yeah, all the way from Kaswa. Boom, Joy FM. When I got there, I sat there waiting for
Where's
some time.
Joy FM? Accra Mall?
Joy FM is at Kokomlele, some few meters away from
I've
Circle.
been there.
It's actually the same body with Adom FM, Adom TV and all that. Yeah, so I got there.
Which one is in Accra Mall?
YFM.
YFM, yeah.
So I got there, I sat there for some time, and then Adam came and gave me a very sad news. I said, listen, my boss said this year's edition, we are doing it for only secondary school.
Oh,
kids.
no.
And I left secondary school like 6 years ago. I was down. She was like, listen, don't worry. Another opportunity will come. I'll call you. I said, okay, cool. And I just left. And then one thing led to the other. I was pushing Star FM at the time very hard. So there was a time I was listening to the Star FM drive. Bola opened the phone lines and Bola said, call me if there's anything you want to do that you are not doing. Call me now. Let me see how best I can help you.
Okay.
So I called in. I said, boss, I want to work with you. I said, really? I said, yes. Okay. Come in on Monday.
Just like that?
Yeah. So that Monday.
With Bolaré?
Yeah.
The Bolaré?
Yeah. So Monday, in fact, I had to sit there for very long because he had to do some meetings before.
What is Bolaré?
So when I had the opportunity to go into his office, I remember his PA at the time, Bola looked at my CV and Bola he called his PA and he gave the CV to us. Listen, take him to Emmeline's office. Who is Emmeline? Emmeline was group HR at EIB at the time. So I go to Emmeline's office and I sat in front of her So we had a conversation and all that. And Emily said, I can see the CV looks good, but if media is really what you want to do, I think you should go to school.
I think you've posted this before.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I said, okay, I'll think about it. I'm like, nah, did I? When I left Emily's office, I went straight to GID to go and buy forms.
Wow.
I remember very well.
GIG is Ghana
Institute of
Journalism.
I went straight to GID. Purchased the forms. I had to do everything there, no, because I had most of the stuff on my phone through email, so I had to fill it quickly and then I submitted the form. 2 weeks after I got admission.
Okay.
So I had to start school. I had to go to school that.
So what's now happened to the opportunity at Boye?
It was pending.
Okay, depending on your completion.
Because HR hadn't made a decision yet.
Oh right, okay.
So Emily was good HR, but there was a main HR who oversees the whole EIB.
Everything, yeah.
And so it had to go to that level.
Okay.
So I'd gone to school GIG. I'd done my first semester. And then there was an opportunity to go do my national internship. So I called the HR agent and I said, Madam, this opportunity, I want to come and do it at Star FM. I said, okay, sure, you can come in. So I go in, then she introduces me to the programs manager at Star FM, who was then programs coordinator for the whole EIB. So in the man's office, the man asked me, what can you do? And I said, oh, presentation, because that was all I got in my mind. And then a bit of production. I said, oh, production is cool. Do you listen to Star FM? I said, yes, I listen to Star FM religiously. And he said, okay. Do you listen to a Saturday show? I said, yes, I listen to it. What do you know about the show? These are, I give the man history. From when the show starts at 7 a.m. to when the show ends at 11 a.m. And the man was shocked. That was how I got the opportunity to do my internship at Star FM. And in fact, with the internship, it was just for 1 month. But when the 1 month, like, I was supposed to leave, was about 1 month. The man said, if I knew that it was 1 month, I wouldn't have approved, because I wanted somebody who would do like between 3 to 4 months going. I said, okay, I don't mind doing extras. Can you stay for another 2 months? I said, yes. Another 2 months. I stayed. After 3 months, okay, Caleb, I'll give you another 3 months. Making 6 months. So 6 months of internship. I was co-producer for the Saturday entertainment show. I was supposed to do an extra work on a Friday show that the business bed, the lounge with Kweku Sechi Ado. But the gentleman who was producing the weekend show was actually the same person doing that show. He said, listen, Caleb, I want to focus on the show on weekend. So he took me off the Friday show, and my main thing.
So you're working 6 months before the almighty HR has even approved your employment.
So 6 months of internship as as an assistant producer. After my 6 months, I had a call from the program manager again. Said, Caleb, we've seen your work and we want you to continue working with us. So we are now making you producer for two shows. The first show will be the one you were assistant producer. We are taking off the main producer. He's going back to the newsroom. So we are elevating you to be producer of that show. And then we will add another show as producer. And I did all this in 6 months.
Ladies and gentlemen, my co-host. Listen, what a journey. Do you know, all jokes aside, I think if you guys haven't picked up, I think what I've picked up is your determination and the fact that you don't let the fact that you don't have any links in the radio industry, you don't know anybody, because when you were talking, it was never, oh, but I don't know anybody in the radio station. Oh, it was never, oh, but it was always, okay, I've got this idea. Someone believes in me. I believe in me. How do I make it happen? Whether it's just sitting by the radio and listening, taking notes, and then I guess it coming into what's the word I'm looking for? Becoming beneficial when when you had the internship. But I think what we should learn from this is just be determined and be a go-getter. I think a lot of people our age, we would rather count all the million ways that it should not work.
There is one word you are missing, and I recall this word Bolawe told me the first day he met me working in the business. He said, "Hey, Caleb, your level of perseverance, the blow me away. You followed me until now."
From just a phone call.
Yeah.
And this is where you actually went from intern to having your own being a producer to actually producing Boye himself.
I always told you 6 months of it too.
That's what I'm saying.
From the 7th month,
time, we have to.
So from the 7th month,
it's amazing.
I was now full like we presented the show full time. Between the 7th month to my 9th month, the shows had increased to 4. To my first year as star, it was 4 shows, and I was co-producing Bolawe's show.
Look at that.
And it's sometimes I look back at my works at Star FM, and I can only thank God that he gave me an opportunity like this to work with some of the seasoned broadcasters in Ghana, and I did what I did because I had some broadcasters around. George Quay, Nia Itego, Kafuide, Anita Skin, Bola himself.
But before all these people, you had to find your way to these people, and I think that's where like our focus should be on sometimes, because with this social media age, everybody's got a phone, everybody's got a ring light. And, all you have to do is say something ridiculous, say something amazing, say something unorthodox, and you're trending. You go viral, you've got fame. But this is a real journey of, having a goal, even though sometimes the goalpost shifted from acting to now radio. But that whole determination, and, to borrow Bolawe's word, perseverance.
I was so
it was never but my dad said this, because you had many excuses to give up, and I'm sure if you gave up, your daddy would have put all his resources behind you to become an accountant or to do something else, but you chose to follow your passion and your dreams. And today, when we talk about the greats in the radio industry, your name does come up.
I pray so.
Your name does come up. So, now you've found yourself in London. Does that mean radio is done?
No.
I mean, now you're on TV. But is the passion still for radio there? Is it still there for acting, or have we moved on?
Acting. I think I made a comeback 2 years ago on stage.
Okay.
Yeah. If I should return to that, that's really going to be on stage. I don't.
You don't want to do film?
I don't think I want to, because it doesn't pay. Like let's. And it was actually the reason I left.
Okay.
Yeah, because come on, you cannot call an upcoming. Even if I say upcoming, it suppresses us more. But you can't call a talent on your set for 3 days and give him just a bottle of water Guinness with biscuits. You
Sorry, what?
Yeah, a bottle of water Guinness with biscuits.
Did you use pure water to pay your driver to get there?
Good question.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Oh, look, there was one producer who
Malta Guinness.
Yeah. Malta Guinness.
For like a 12-hour day shoot. Anyways,
in fact,
that's for another day.
There's this producer who called me to Castle one time. When I got there, he said, "Oh, Killer, wait small. The people go out there, they go shoot from 10 a.m. I left there around 5:30 and there was nothing. look, boss, really, it's okay, you had to go, you just give me TNT. The guy said he doesn't have money. We had to stand there, we argued, and the best he could do was 5 Ghana cedis.
Wow.
5 Ghana cedis. And there was one that actually got me so angry. I was booked for a set around a Shine. At the time, I was actually at Kaswa, and the production manager told me the call time was 7 a.m. So you can imagine the time I will leave Kaswa.
Is Kaswa really far?
Kaswa is like outskirts going to Cape Coast.
Oh.
And Ashaiman, look at what Ashaiman Tama.
Oh. Yeah, but I live in Tama.
Good. I got on set 6:47. The production manager wasn't on set. The director wasn't on set. Fellow actors weren't on set. The earliest anybody came on that set was at 1 p.m.
From 7 a.m.
Yes. And there was nothing like an apology when you call them, and they come, and they come, 1 p.m. And the actress filming started after 2 p.m.
And then they will give you Malta Guinness.
Even that particular shoot, what actually got me off, and I said, listen, I'm done with these guys. When they finished the production and they were premiering, nobody had the courtesy to say, okay, look, we are showing the film here. Can you come? There's only one producer in Ghana, one film house who have done that. Sparrows Production. I did about 4 works with Sparrows. Even works that I actually appeared like
a water
pass. Sparrows called. They gave me 2 tickets to the premiere.
Oh wow.
They gave me a contract. In the contract, it was stated when I'll be paid.
Hey, Boye, you have really suffered.
No.
Listen, welcome to home TV. We will look after you, okay?
Charlie.
Guys, it's not funny, but it's funny. Sometimes you have to laugh at your journey because if you don't, you will cry. And if you do, it's already gone. So what are you going to do? But, if you're tuning in, this is the 3D show with myself and...
My name is Caleb Nibo.
Yes. Listen, today has been a wonderful discussion, and I've actually learnt a lot from your journey so far, and thanks for sharing your story. We will definitely delve more into details. I'm sure as we deal with topics and stuff, we can only use our life's experiences to treat topics that are gonna come up. But what's been the 3 things that you've learned that, if you were to mentor the next generation, what are the 3 lessons that you would actually tell them to equip them in on their journey?
I have had opportunity to, I won't say mentor, but groom young people who also wanted to be presenters. But when it came, the first thing I told them, you have to be your own producer.
No, I don't want this. Just a producer.
No.
I want from your life's lesson.
Yes.
Because
I'm using myself.
You're gonna meet wants to be a producer.
I'm coming.
My kids are watching. My brothers are watching. Someone is watching. They're not necessarily interested in the limelight, but I feel like your journey is still relatable.
Good. Let me tell you why. Whilst doing all these, within the field, I realized that there are times you have to learn a thing or two about the field you are in. So when there is an emergency, you can stand up for yourself. So you are a presenter, you come and sit. If the camera is not working and your cameraman is not here, what happens?
You can't just sit down.
You have to do something.
You have to be proactive.
Exactly. So for me, I kept telling them, and I thank God I have groomed a few people. There's one on Happy FM now, there's one on YFM now. There was one young lady, MFA, who actually moved on from my side and worked with Madame Cynthia Kwaku Sarkodie's late lawyer. So I look at these three and I feel fulfilled. In as much as some people also came and they came to play, but I'll tell them you have to be your own producer. It's very important
because then you become an asset.
Yes.
To wherever you are.
There is no station in Ghana today.
And why so?
Because
it's like you're surprising me today.
I can operate everything. I can operate everything.
That's deep.
Everything in the studio. I can operate everything. Look, there's a video. I'll go look for the video and share the video with you. Maybe you can post it somewhere. Yeah. I was working at Star FM one time, and I was producing somebody on another platform. Whilst listening to the person, I realized there is this kind of funny sound coming into the speakers. I said, count the third fader on your console and bring it down.
Wow.
And the sound just went off. Like, the funny sound just went off. How did I do that? I have seen the console the person is using.
Paid attention.
Exactly. So I could easily predict that particular fader was the one giving me the feedback. Close that fader and you're good to go. And what I am telling you is not it's not what I'm saying it because I want to say it, but the person who I did that for openly sat on radio and said it. And there's video evidence. So when I go I'll look for that video and share with you. So it is something that everybody who wants to do this work of ours, you have to learn a thing or two. Bonare, you see, Bonare was once a DJ. Bonare can operate the console. So proactiveness, it's key.
Yeah.
And then humility.
Okay.
Because one thing that I think helped me was me able to humble myself with all these top-notch broadcasters I came to meet on the field. And I picked everything you see me do now. I picked it from all these people. I don't know if you've ever heard the name Nia Itego.
Yes.
Good. If you go to Ghana, you ask like one of the hard-hitting radio presenters, very hard, he's tough. If Ayi takes a stand, Ayi is on the stand and nothing can take him off the stand. That is Nia. When Nia wanted a producer, he told Bolare he wanted me to produce it. Bola left his office to my office to actually come talk to me and said, look, I want you to go and produce Nia. When the news got to the studio office that Caleb was going to produce Nia, hey, now Uber to me, Monday, baby, because people were scared. But what happened? I got into Nia space. I read him for some time and I realized that the gentleman loves to be heard. So I opened myself up, threw all the bombs to me. The bombs that was supposed to go to HR, programs manager, throw it at me.
Yeah.
Let me consume the bombs. And then I softened the bombs and I gave it to him. And then he's calm.
Okay, so far we've got be proactive, be humble, and what's the last one?
The last one is the wedding because
we're still learning.
the last one there. It didn't people gonna make her. Charlie. No, I don't know.
Just show up.
No, I don't know.
Right? Like as in show up. If you say you're gonna be there, show up.
Maybe ready to learn.
Yeah.
Because I've handled some people who were just not ready. They were just not ready.
They're so stuck in their position.
They'll come to work 2 minutes late, 4 minutes late. Look, there was a time somebody came to work 12 minutes late. I go angry and I walk there out of the studio, and managing somebody up there felt I shouldn't have done that. And I said, no, Bosu, the work I was actually brought, like what I was told when I came into the game. Charlie, if it is 4, it is 4. We don't do 4-1 or 4-2. You have to get into the studio 15 minutes before time, even if you come 1 hour before time.
But you're quite strict, because I know when you're working with me, we're so behind time right now. But when you're working with me and you see a celebrity and you're like, oh my God, Kitty,
get angry.
That's the end of you.
Yeah.
Hold that thought. Listen, if we go into that story, so sorry guys, I know I've been coughing all through the show. The weather's changing. Summer's over, but it's been a great show today. If I say so myself, yes, it's been a great welcome back. I'm so excited for the rest of the season, not because of the great topics and the great guests we have in store, but also because I have my amazing co-host, Mr. Boye,
Good.
Caleb, yes, with me. And I hope you've picked up a few things from his journey and his